The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Now here, Jim, is a truly unique player, Sergio Busquets, a player whose greatness really isn't measurable by numbers. And he's had a hit! And that should get the job done. Now it's Luis Suarez. Passing is crisp and sharp. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pinged towards the front line. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, what has happened here? Cruyff with the cross. And we have our very first corner. Doué clears it away. It's a loose ball. Well, they've got it again.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So it is still 0-0. Can he get it through? Decent chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top drawer! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Doué. Here's a chance! It is a very good save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Van Basten. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He has a look up, knocks it into space. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi. The ball has bounced loose now. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has been knocked clear. Massaro. That ball looks a good one. Now can he... And he shoots! And he hits the net! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end.
Luis Suarez! Goal! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Here we go again then.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yamal. That pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Yamal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Abiati is there to clear. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think
He's having a go! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Van Basten! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Succumbs to the pressure. Mateus. Cafu. Looking for options for movement. Yamal could try cutting inside here.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu, a probing pass. Mateus. Oh, easy pickings there. Lampard. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, there's the clearance. Taken back almost at once. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, no way through. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Cannavaro cuts it out.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rijkaard clears. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing it.
Just about within shooting range. And the lead stays intact, just.
Massaro was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Hangs in a cross. That's rather hopeful. And that will sail harmlessly past. And he's quick to snatch it back. Great vision. Out towards the flank.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Cafu. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that will be it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter,
And he shoots! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hernandez has it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
David Villa, nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now here's the delivery. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Doué! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Doué is offering a wry smile there.
And he was quick to react.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Van Basten. David Villa. Can he finish? It's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Brilliantly cut out. Chance, surely! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mateus gets it clear. 5 minutes till the break.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Looking for options for movement. Olise providing bullish header! Oh, it's come loose! And he's there to get it away. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Paris Saint-Germain come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Paris Saint-Germain head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, number 7, Olise. Coming on the field, number 24, Erling Haaland. Number 10, Mohamed Salah. Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again. Played out to the right. Marquinhos tries to clear. Caught offside that time. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change. There's the shot! And he's there to clear it. Massaro has a shot! Short changes him with that pass. He's having a go! Oh, bang on target.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's taking no chances there. Threads one in. Oh, what has happened here? He has found the way through. It's a searching pass.
Al Nassr really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he can clear it away. Mateus. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Al Nassr have their second corner now. It's a loose ball. Has another go! They want to be quick to recover this. And one more try! They've scored! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Good ball over the top.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's gone looking for safety. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking to play him in. Haaland. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's put paid to a promising move. Searching pass he's played there. Great vision. And he plays one through. Real chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it!
The goal scorer.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Number
Just the sort of
24,
forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Erling Haaland.
Al Nassr complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain never really got into this game. I think conceding
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goal.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Cherki, he's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without hesitation. And it's hoisted clear. He's picked his way through. And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Still goalless at the moment. There's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Donadoni attempts a clearance. Oh, well, could be danger here. Baina is onto this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cherki. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Not the most accurate pass. And he's had it nicked away. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Van Basten. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he shoots! Now, and it's come back out to him. Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nagatomo gets across to intercept that.
2 added minutes
And it's
has been
Doué.
indicated.
Jordan Henderson gets a foot in and wins the ball. That looks a good ball through. Cafu gets it clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Hello everybody, and please
Yeah, you don't get any
join me in
points for
wishing a
stating the
happy
obvious,
wedding
Peter, but
anniversary for
thankfully
one of
this
our
is
fan
still
club
very
members.
savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he can clear it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking for a runner. Rijkaard can get it clear. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Look at the space here. Nagatomo gets rid without sophistication. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Donatoni did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Doué.
Doué really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nagatomo herring after the ball here. Doué! It's run loose. Who's going in for the pieces? Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Baina. Coming on the field is Ibrahimovic.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. But they've got it again. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's got away. Oh, robust challenge. And he's heaved it away. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Cannavaro cuts it out. And he's quick to snatch it back. Half an hour gone in the second half. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fernando Torres. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Paris Saint-Germain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's an excellent interception. And that has been clubbed away. And he's picked it up out wide. And that should get the job done. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cleared without complication. And now the breakaway. He's through and all alone. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of to hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally, in view of his brilliant skill set.
It's a promising position.
Quick look, then plays it in.
That's a decent clearance.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Gnabry, deep cross. Cafu gets it away. What a throw in.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
James.
St Mirren really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Van Basten, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Massaro really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he...
Van Basten! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Just eases him off the ball.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. James.
Gnabry.
Now that looks a decent ball.
It's Van Basten!
Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first.
Cleared away. He's going for goal! Oh, he's hit the bar! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, played right into his path.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. Yamal. And this is Adriano. Xavi Alonso.
James.
That's a throw.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space.
Nagatomo.
And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Coming on to replace him is number 27.
And the action is
Substitution
back
in
underway.
progress.
So the first half brought no goals. Plays a sharp little ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through? Fernando Torres. Oh, what has happened here? Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Cafu gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Marquinhos tries to clear. And he tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
James. Now it's Gnabry. Tries to play it through. Beckham looking to run onto it. That's really well cleared. That pass isn't the best. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And reclaimed it. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Khan clears.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and
he's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot.
Substitution.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, been awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
Khan with the clearance. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. James aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. No, again there's no way through. And he's there to get it away.
Substitutions taking place.
And they've got rid. Paris Saint-Germain close now to
There will be
seeing this
5
one
minutes
through to the
added
end.
time.
Great vision. Oh, super find. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to...
Has a shot! It's a loose ball. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rijkaard is offering a wry smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Van Dijk tries to clear. Stood up well to him there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Khan claims comfortably. Rafinha.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Hazard. Plays a sharp little ball here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. No goals as yet. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first moment of real significance. And there's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. That's an imaginative pass. Quality ball. Tries to play it through. He's got away. Well, there's the clearance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's been Rafinha! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Paris Saint-Germain have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 18, David Villa.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's having a shot! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there.
And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Paris Saint-Germain shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Fiore, and he cuts out the supply. Nagatomo tries to clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
No luck with that dink over the top. Van Dijk.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well read, nice interception. Fernando Torres, and Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yamal's cross. Van Dijk is there. Rijkaard! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is oh no, this does not look good. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Out towards the flank. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He's having a go! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rijkaard really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Number 24, Desiree Doué. Coming on the field is number 8, Gerard.
Fiore. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's heaved it away. Searching pass he's played there. Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. And he can clear it away. And this is Torres. Just eases him off the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. He could be in here. It's roll! That's another chance. He scores! With so little time left, grandstand finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
We have got ourselves a game here. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Rijkaard clears it away. Caceres. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, just skips past his man. Torres! And that may well be that. That is that. Paris Saint-Germain pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Rijkaard picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
And he was alert to it. Looking for options for movement. That pass has been... tries from a long way out. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. He's had it taken off him. So what can they make of this? And it's Hakimi.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that's well seen too. Opts for safety. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that's... tries a shot! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players...
He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cannavaro is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Pete.
Mateus! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Mateus. Raul, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good ball! And he's there to belt it away. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Van Basten. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And he's away. Saliba with the clearance. And they're quick to get it back. Thinks one through.
Has been indicated.
Rijkaard. And the counter is on. And he's had it nicked away. And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 12, Van Basten.
Here we go again.
13,
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Tries to play it through. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Van Basten. Danger averted for now. And claimed it back swiftly. Can he get it through? Cannavaro. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed.
Could be danger here. Saliba.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Ball looks a good one. And Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Raul. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Not the most accurate pass. And he thumps it clear. Floated through. And he's picked out the run. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicely weighted ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And they win it back again. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the pass is intercepted. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 24, Desiree Doué, number 55, Nagatomo, number 11,
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
number 8, Gerard,
Van Basten.
number
Pass somewhat
27,
off target.
Silvestre,
Cafu.
number 9,
2 minutes to be added on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Hello attendees, this is a
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Now it's Villa. Now this could be a chance. Van Basten! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Laws finding their passes. That has been cut short. That'll be a throw. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's on it. Can he get away? Well read. Nice interception. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target. So we're still where we started right now. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos can get it clear. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's charged, surely! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Fernandez picks it up from the goal kick. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. That looks a good ball through. That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Picked out brilliantly. And that's an errant pass. That'll be a throw-in. He's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus clears. Howson. Lens looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the...
Goes! No mistake! Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Villa, aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fernandez. Now it's Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's having a go! And for a moment, time stood still. Alexander-Arnold. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick reminder.
And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 14, number 18, David Villa.
And the action is back underway.
Van Basten.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Number 15, Fernando Torres.
Fullet. Paris Saint-Germain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's their second corner of the game. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And he's gone looking for safety. Stood up well to him there. It's played through for him. There's no... Takes the shot! Magnificent from Massaro! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Fernandez. Now it's Hullet. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that is asking for... And Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Yamal! It's a loose ball. Chance for a shot! Now he's gone for goal! Defending was strong and firm. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 24, Desiree Doué. Coming on to replace him is number
So
8.
now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely no...
Could be danger here! And that's a throw-in. That has not gone well. Decent chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here. And a chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's been drilled forward. Massaro. Lovely, now then. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to belt it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Kukçu. Ambitious ball here. Doué. Now it's Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's through here. Now this could be a chance. Good take. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Mbappe. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Botafogo have reclaimed it. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Xavi Alonso. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Messi. Now it's Doué.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has a look up. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a shoots! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is...
There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
About to be towed away. Substitution for Botafogo. Number 7, Desiree Doué. Coming on the field.
So once again, we're underway.
Number 27, Fire.
And this is Torres. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Torres. Chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And he can clear it away. Mbappe is onto this. Khan clears. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone.
Yamal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kukçu. Good ball, good take. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be...
Oh, what a mistake! Shot could be on.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to get free. Yamal. He's free, he has got space. And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Koundé gets good distance on it. And here's Torres. And Torres! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100.
Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nagatomo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Bojan. Bojan Krkić, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bojan! Now, who's going to be first? And again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's on it, can he get away? Khan claims it without any fuss. And we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Fernando Torres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked.
Mateus! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Doué. And here's Van Basten.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature.
Oh, what a mistake! He's shifting through the gears here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's with the keeper. Khan getting this one clear. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Not the most accurate pass. That's an imaginative pass. Good read, needed to be. And now they can clear their lines. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Plays a sharp little ball here. So it is still 0-0. And it's Van Basten! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fired deep towards the back post. Raul. Cannavaro gets over and in. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. Marmouche. Marmouche! Goal! Norway! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Norway have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he was quick to react. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Owen. Mahmoud and Marmouche!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And again! It's anyone's ball now. And we hit half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Howson gets across to intercept that. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, what a ball! Shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
Paris Saint-Germain still this single goal behind. Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And he plays one through. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Doué. David Villa. David Villa! Sensational from David Villa! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tries to pass it through. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Chance, surely! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely worked. Adams gets good distance on it. And here's Van... And a chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that?
And Marmouche! So close to drawing level.
Marmouche really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Mateus, now it's Villa. And claimed it back. He's having a hit!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. And that's a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Good effort from distance. Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
And this is Marmouche. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Substitution.
And he thumps it clear. And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Hello, attendees. This
Van
is
Basten
a
taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.